If you would like to get your song reviewed, dear listener, there's the Filthy Capitalist option. As Sori says, 125 gets you straight to the head of the line. You don't have to be a part of the alliance. You don't have to be part of the group.
Wait a minute.
And the biggest thing is you don't have to wait. You hop, skip, and jump right in front of everybody. 125 gets you there. You do that 3 times, and then get mashed down to the $75 rate for perpetuity.
Yes!
Also, there is a band review option. So if you've got a band and you're trying to get your band some exposure, hit me up at vinsori@gmail.com, and I'll show you the details about how to pull that off.
You can also jump on Patreon, and there is a option on the tiers to be able to get your band reviewed. Yep. Obviously, we can't lie to you, so we can't guarantee a positive review. Get what you get.
It's just rubbish.
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 That's British for garbage.
My favorite is the community option. $1 at the gate gets you in at Patreon. You get to join an alliance. The alliance joins their points together, and that helps determine what songs that we do.
The alliances hang out on Discord.
Message me on Patreon to get the link.
And they do all kinds of other cool things. They do Minecraft, Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah. It's really a community within the community. Anybody can go on the village, facebook.com/Vin and Sori. There's 160,000+ people on the channel. What's cool about the Discord is that it offers a real opportunity for community connection, friendship, that type of thing.
And it's on Discord, so if you're not a Facebook person, it's for you.
You start off at $1.
Right.
Plus you get exclusives. Sori and I are working on a song. So the first 15 seconds of that was on Patreon. Also, at $15 tier and above, when we actually debut the video, they're going to be there live with us. There you are, dear listener.
Buy our merch.
Buy our merch indeed. A child shall lead
To
them.
buy our merch. Okay.
Yes, dear listener.
Is this Chaoseum? Is that how you say that?
I think that's how you say it.
Smile again.
Gang, gang. Shout out to all the Discord people. Perhaps I shall make an appearance.
On Discord or Patreon? What is that?
That's like, oh.
I know, but where? Where would you make your appearance?
I don't know. I'll see who wants me. I'll do the Colin Cowherd thing. All right. Chaoseum, dear listener. The name of this song is...
Smile again.
What do you call it?
Smile again.
Smile again.
That's important.
Yeah, I guess once in a while. Smile Again by the band Chaoseum. And let's do it. Is that the official?
Yeah.
Official videos on the side. Korn.
You think that can serve my face, but my soul's falling disgrace, and I stay lonely. I shame them ugly. My insanity allows me to smile again.
Wow.
That was a good song. This would be my favorite band if I didn't have a favorite band before. I'm going to let you listen to some Issues.
Is it a lot like Issues? I mean,
Yeah, like this is like there's a couple songs on Issues where it felt like this song was copied and pasted. But
really?
I mean, they sound.
Oh.
This is like a retro type of sound. Like they went back to early 2000s,
Yep.
like literal year 2000 new metal type sound. That is a sound.
Yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they sounded so much like Korn. It was unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
when it first started, I was like,
Seven's good.
What?
I just talked to him a couple days ago. What'd you say?
I was like, what? When it first started out, and then, yeah.
Yeah, down-tuned guitars and the bass drumming intro, and then the
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
did do a different vocal style in there. Like, it was like that. I don't know.
No, it was just.
Oh, does Jonathan do that too?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. It was just. I'm like I said, they're obviously heavily influenced by Korn.
I'm pulling up the lyrics right now.
What did you think of the chorus though?
I liked it. I liked the song. I mean, I'm okay with something being influenced by another band when it sounds like okay, if I didn't see this and I don't know all of Korn's lineup. I don't know all their songs. So if you played this for me and you said, "Hey, who is this?" I would have said it was Korn.
Yeah, I think that's what they were going for though.
Oh, really? Why?
Well, I'd have to listen to the rest of their catalog, but I'm assuming it's one of those things where like it's enough to get your attention at least because it's a very well put together song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well,
let's
but it's a good way to get your attention. Like, holy shit, these guys sound like Korn.
Yeah.
Like when I was like first writing for our band, like I wanted to sound like Korn. That's what I was going for, and then I failed miserably.
Yeah, but that's the idea. You're gonna fail miserably.
Jay was like, this does not sound like Korn at all.
Yeah, but then you fail and you get something else. But these people were so accurate. I'm not sure.
I've been working on that song for 2 years now, so it's been 2 years.
I know. I was thinking about that today.
Nothing makes you happy. Everything Hey, speak of the devil, there he is. Look, Jay's here.
Oh, hey,
Jay's here.
Hey, Jay. Okay.
Okay. Maybe you're not a fool. Maybe I'm in the wrong world. I feel something, but I see nothing. I need to break the blind and leave it all behind. Smile, make me smile all the time. My feelings make me go insane. I don't know how to stop the game. This lies my only way to smile again. You think you can serve my face? You have served my face?
Yeah.
But I think it's in the lyric video it said something else, like you think you can see my faith or something like that.
Really?
I think the lyric video actually has more accurate lyrics. He says,
You think I can serve my face?
yeah, you think I could serve my faith, but my soul's falling in disgrace. That makes a lot more sense.
That does make a lot more sense. I was like, what? Serve my face?
Yeah, I think maybe this is a relationship song. Because the next line he says is, and I stay lonely, ashamed, and ugly. But then he has to smile. So I think it's like the smile, and the point of the song is smile. I think the smiling here in the song is like him pretending or something like that to make the relationship work because he doesn't want to be lonely. He says, I don't know how to stop the game, and then it says, smile again, are you lonely now, etc. Are you lonely in a night without stars? Who's tearing me apart, etc., etc. So I think it's like, yeah, it did sound like trash. It sounded like trash and No Way. There's a song called No Way that is almost exactly how the chorus line goes on this song.
I was gonna say I don't think it sounded like trash, but then I realized it
There's
must be
a song called Trash, you weirdo.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, so he's in a relationship.
Okay.
He's got a smile. He can't like really be himself because he'll end up lonely or whatever.
Well, his feelings make him insane.
Yeah, but he can't express them, so he's got to smile. That's what he says. I got to stop. I don't know how to stop the game. This lie is my only way to smile again. So he's gotta kind of do those negotiations to make things work with homegirl, I think.
Okay.
I don't want to be so sick. If you scroll up, he says maybe you're all the way up to the very beginning. He says maybe you are not a fool. And maybe I'm in the wrong world. So he's talking to somebody and like it's his problem and he's crazy and I don't know. It just maybe I'm in the wrong world is a pretty crazy line.
Yeah.
I feel something but I see nothing.
I need to break the blind and leave it all behind.
Yeah, so I think he's stuck. He's stuck between like going back and forth between the two, I think is his problem.
Between what two? Between
trying to be himself and his feelings versus not wanting to be alone and expressing himself with whatever. So he's got to smile. He's got to smile all the time, pretend everything is cool. I was writing an email. I thought it was Korn. I mean, how bad is it? Oh, you sound like one of the biggest bands of all time. Like
I mean, I think that's cool if that, but not if that's their whole catalog. If their whole catalog is basically just jumping on the sound of somebody else, you want to throw something else in there.
I doubt that's their whole catalog. I just think that they, I like I said, I think they're heavily inspired. And I think this gets our attention, but they I'm sure they have other things on their record that, whatever. My feelings. All right, so keep going down lyrically what he's saying here. My soul's falling in disgrace, stay lonely, ashamed, and ugly. And then he asks if you're lonely now and all the rest of it. So that's pretty much but I think look, in every relationship you gotta have negotiations.
I mean,
okay, so only this particular song sounds this much like Korn.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, that's cool. That's cool then.
I would do it. Shit, I mean,
yeah.
I tried to do it for our band, whatever that thing is that we have.
I think that every relationship has some of this, and I think that, I think that each person decides like how much real they're gonna put out and how much they're gonna hold back.
Well, I completely disagree. I don't think every relationship is like that.
Do you know of any relationships that aren't like that?
I'm just saying it's a general rule. I don't think that that's every relationship is like that. But go ahead, finish your thought.
I feel like it could be like that when you're like teenagers. Like teenagers don't realize the implications of everything, and they don't have the baggage that older people do and adults do. So like when you're young, like I think that, you're putting everything forward. But I don't know. I don't really know. I just think that you have ideas about how those things. So wait, do you know of a relationship that functions like that?
Well, sweetheart, there's 8 billion people on the planet.
Yeah, I know. Obviously, I know that you don't know all the relationships. I'm just saying, like, have you ever met people that function like that? Like, which relationship is the closest?
Where people were honest?
Where
about how they
both parties, where both parties were able to be, like, pretty transparent with each other, and feel pretty understood by the other person. Like, what relationship has been the closest?
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's really. I think a lot of it has to do with your upbringing, how you're brought up. You know what I'm saying? Like, if your culture and your upbringing all contributes to how you prosecute and negotiate those situations. Mm-hmm. So I don't think it's like as crazy as you or as rare as you think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, yeah, you're a little bit late, Adam Keen. A little bit late. But I think a lot of it just has to do with your upbringing and how you came up and what your perspective is and what you think certain things means and all the rest of it. I don't necessarily think it's an age thing as much as I think it's because when I was in New York, I mean, everybody was pretty much, out there with stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the time we were teenagers, so it was like, what was there really going to be to talk about? It's not like you had a lot of complex issues. Why were you looking at that girl? Man, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. Why are we looking at that guy? How come you cheered for him? Why are you cheered for... You know what I'm saying? Like, so there isn't really a lot of complexities to work through because it's a... I mean, yeah, New York adds a little bit of complexity, but really, I mean, people are people no matter where you go. So it just really depends. But this guy's in a really bad situation. Because it's more than a negotiation. He's like, yo, I'm from a different world.
Yeah, and he's talking about feeling insane.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's but that's what happens if you make a practice of stuffing your feelings all the time and never expressing yourself. And obviously you can't blame that on Shorty because good Lord, this guy's got other issues, obviously. But like, eventually people are gonna lose it if they don't express themselves. So his feelings would probably make him feel less insane if he would just stop smiling and covering everything up. But you can't convince somebody of that until they really like come to that realization themselves. Like, maybe I should stop, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I should stop fronting or whatever. But by that time, those relationships are usually over by the time people figure that shit out. Usually it's the end of the relationship that makes people say, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hopefully for these two, they come up with it before. Yeah, Adam, we're reacting to Chaoseum right now, and you missed it.
So when he says, my scar is hiding my blame, will you understand my shame? My insanity allows me to smile again.
What about it?
Okay, what do you think about my scars hiding my blame? What do you think that means?
I just think that's, he's probably doing some self-harm to try to help himself cope. And he's trying to see if she's going to understand him. But see, that's the other thing about relationships like that. It becomes like this one-sided thing of like, understand me. It's like, well, there's other people in the relationship. Maybe you need to understand her. Like that's a real thing. Like sometimes like these relationships, they have these weird dynamics where one person is always the caretaker and the other person is just starts with the default assumption that they need to be understood, they need to be helped, it's me. And that could also drive a person crazy. So maybe it's some of that too. Maybe if Shorty had a band, a big fancy band, she would come back and make a song and say, well, what about me? And yada yada. So it's a very complicated situation.
Yeah.
What'd you get the song?
8.9.
I think I'm gonna give this song a 9.1.
Oh wow.
I didn't want to like completely knock the band down because they sounded so much like Korn. Because again, you could do worse things as a band than sound like one of the greatest bands of all time. So I didn't want to knock them all down just for that. So I thought to myself, okay, well, if they were a cover band, how would you rate the song if it was a Korn cover song, right? So then that kind of canceled it out for me. And then on top of that, Nick said that the DJ said that that's the only one that sounds that explicitly much like Korn. So there you go. Having said that, dear listener, we got
Blind
more
Melon is next.
Was it Blind Melon is the name of the band?
No Rain.
Blind Melon on the name. I thought all melons were blind, but having said that, dear listener, Vin out.
Sorry, out.
Gone. Like that. All melons are blind.
I did. I thought it was very interesting because you've never heard of your head being called a melon.
He says, listen to Smile Again by them as well, Vin. Okay, we'll do that.